top accolade news. The headlines: Mozambique prepares to announce election results. Malawi faces failed crisis. President Ruto advocates for public-private partnerships in Kenya's development. Uganda railways stick to diesel trains. In politics, Mozambique prepares to announce election results. Mozambique is set to announce the final results of its October 9th elections, but tensions are escalating as opposition leader calls for a national strike and demonstrations, alleging widespread election rigging. Provisional count shows that the ruling party's candidate, Daniel Chapo, is leading. The opposition leader claims victory and has urged his supporters to disrupt the nation in protests. The situation has further been inflamed by the recent murder of his lawyer, leading to police clashes with protesters. Observers, including the European Union, have reported irregularities such as ballot box stuffing, and a national group of Catholic bishops have condemned the elections as fraudulent. With the country facing significant socio-economic challenges, many are questioning the integrity of the electoral process and calling for peaceful demonstrations. Shifting focus to economy, Malawi faces fuel crisis. Malawi is enduring severe fuel shortages, prompting financial experts to criticize the government's handling of the crisis as inadequate. Government spokesperson Moses Kukuyu cited low supply levels and foreign exchange shortages, claiming recent disruptions were due to unpaid suppliers. However, analysts like Dr. Paul Gadama argue that the government's short-term solutions are ineffective and could worsen inflation, as rising transportation costs could affect food prices and business expenses. Gadama proposes negotiating with oil exporting nation and diversifying Malawi's economy to alleviate pressures on foreign reserves. While the government insists that it is taking steps to resolve the issues, experts urge immediate innovative strategies to avert further economic distress as the nation awaits improvements by the weekend. Still in economy, President Ruto advocates for public-private partnerships in Kenya's development. President William Ruto is urging Kenyans to embrace public-private partnerships as a viable solution for funding major projects without increasing taxpayer burdens. Speaking during the groundbreaking of the 35-megawatt all-power 22 power plant in Nakuru, Ruto highlighted a significant 94 billion Kenyan shillings deal between the Indians Adani Group and the Kenya Electricity Transmission Company Limited, noting that this investment will avoid the need for loans that could strain the nation's finances. He emphasized that the partnership will provide a win-win outcome for both sectors as the country prepares to expand its power transmission infrastructure to meet rising energy demands. The president's support for public-private partnerships comes amidst ongoing discussions about other deals involving Adani Group, including the management of Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. In infrastructure, Uganda railways stick with diesel trains. The Uganda Railways Corporation (URC) has announced that it has no immediate plans to introduce electric trains, focusing instead on restoring and expanding the existing diesel-powered rail network. URC recently completed upgrades on the Kampala-Mukono meter gauge railway, with plans for cargo services and ongoing projects like the Tororo-Gulu line, aimed at enhancing rail connectivity. While the upcoming standard gauge railway will be electric, all current improvements will rely on diesel multiple units, a choice driven by high costs of electrification infrastructure. This decision has sparked debate, especially given Uganda's surplus electricity capabilities, leading many to question the reluctance to transition to electric trains. URC aims to ensure that the new diesel trains offer comfort and efficiency, even as experts highlight the flexibility of diesel-powered options compared to electrified systems. You are watching the African News Update on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. With us. In international relations, Somalia requests exclusion of Ethiopian troops from new peacekeeping force. Somalia's government has formally requested the African Union and United Nations to exclude Ethiopian soldiers from a revamped peacekeeping force tasked with combating al-Qaeda-linked insurgents. This request comes amid escalating tensions between Somalia and Ethiopia, particularly after Ethiopia's controversial offer to recognize Somaliland, a breakaway region, as a sovereign state. Somalia's foreign ministry cited Ethiopia's unilateral action as violation of its sovereignty that undermined trust essential for peacekeeping efforts. As Ethiopia prepares to withdraw its troops, concerns grow that disputes over troops' participations could ignite further conflict between the two nations. Meanwhile, Egypt has been boosting its military support to Somalia, adding another layer to the already complex regional dynamics. In migration, Morocco rescues 38 irregular migrants in Atlantic Ocean. Morocco's Royal Navy announced the successful rescue of 38 irregular migrants, including a woman and a child, in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast near Dakhla. The migrants were intercepted 170 kilometers southwest of the city after their small boat, which had set sail from Mauritania, aimed for the Canary Islands. Following the rescue, they were safely brought to the port, received necessary health checkups, and were handed over to Royal Gendarmerie for administrative processing. The incident highlights the ongoing challenges faced by sub-Saharan Africans seeking better opportunities in Europe, as Morocco's Interior Ministry reported that over 75,000 irregular migration attempts were thwarted in 2023, along with a significant increase in dismantled human trafficking networks. In entertainment, Ghana's creative industry struggles amid internal rivalries. Ghana's vibrant creative industry, rich in music, film, theatre, and visual art, faces significant setbacks due to internal discord among stakeholders. Rivalries and personal ambitions have overshadowed collaborations, stifling progress and shared goals. Organizations like the Musicians Union of Ghana are hindered in squabbling and allegations of corruption, with membership stagnating despite a large number of musicians in the country. This disunity not only hampers effective leadership, but also deters potential investors and sponsors who often cite these issues as reasons for not fully supporting the industry. Now in sports, South Africa climbed to 4th in ICC World Test Championship. South Africa has surged to 4th place in the ICC World Test Championship standings, following a commanding win over Bangladesh in the first test. With an improved point percentage of 47.62, the protest voted New Zealand and England. After winning the toss, Bangladesh elected to field, but faced early collapse, bowled out for just 106. Despite a strong fight from Bangladesh's Mehdi Hassan, who scored 97, South Africa chased down the target of 106 with ease, winning by 7 wickets. The two teams will meet again for the second test starting October 29 in Chattogram. That concludes our African news update for today. Stay tuned for more African news and developments. Thanks for joining us. I am Okocha Ojorumi. Connect and engage with us on all our social media handles. Do have a wonderful day.